So if you've been involved with the stock market for a while, then you know that it takes not only a good understanding of the markets, but of human emotion as well. However, that's kind of easier said than done, especially when you think about work, family, school, and all of the other responsibilities that we have. Finding consistent candidates to trade can be extremely challenging. So in this video, I'm going to break down some of the tips and strategies to help you find the next big move, no matter what season of life you're in. Coming right up.
Hey, what's up? Rob here with Wealth Builders HQ, where we bring you the best tips and tools for building your skills to develop wealth for today and well into the future. And on this channel, we do a lot of stock market analysis for long and short term, as well as recaps just like this one. So if you're new here, consider subscribing. Now, one of the questions we get most from our Wealth Builders HQ community is, how do you look at where the stock market has been and determine where it is headed? So we have actually put together an entire free live training workshop that is all about finding the best candidates for today's market. And there's a section for the community, you, to bring your stocks to the event and have me analyze them for you in real time. This free workshop is called Power Hour, and it's taught every Monday live online at noon Eastern Time. I'll leave a link to it below in the show notes.
So let's start the week in review off with economic reports. Now, we've got nothing really coming up on Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday, actually, that are high probability. But we do have Thursday and Friday. We've got durable goods on Thursdays at 8:30 in the morning. And we have this Friday, 8:30 in the morning, is the advanced GDP quarter after quarter. So keep your eyes on those reports. They're all before the market, but they have a tendency to shift direction of where the market is. Particularly if you're trading futures, before the market opens, you want to make sure you know about these types of reports coming out. Next, let's go take a look at the S&P 500 and see what the S&P did this last week. So if we look at, we'll zoom in and we'll turn this into a weekly chart, you can see the S&P itself, it was only up 65 cents for the entire week. It had stretched all the way up on a weekly chart to the moving average, the green line there, the 21, failed, came all the way back down to near its open for the week, and really hadn't done anything all week long. If we go back to a daily chart, Friday would have been right here, or Monday rather, would have been right here. We were down on Monday, big day up on Tuesday. Wednesday was a doji at a major fib line and at the 8 moving average. Good failure on Thursday. Friday, a little bit more profit taking, people exiting some positions out there. We closed slightly down from where we were on Thursday, just down $1 on the S&P. But overall, still bearish as a connotation there. We're looking at that 27.49 level as our next target. Now we look at some movers and shakers from last week. We look at Amazon that was down $25 last week, came right down to its Fibonacci level. Earnings coming up, so be careful with that this week. Also, we have Baidu was down 12.5 bucks this week. Next was Google, was down about $15. Goldman Sachs was up $13. One of the few gems in the list of stocks that I trade regularly that pushed to the upside this week. Now, with that being said, it's sitting at a very key level. We're looking at that moving average of, is it going to roll over at this point and join the rest of the band in the market itself. PANW was down $18, but the biggest surprise for me was Valero down $15, about 15% or so, 12%, somewhere around there. Big drop for Valero all this week. If we break it out, and the earnings haven't come out yet, if we break it out into daily, most of it came out on Friday's news. Right? So let's go ahead next and take a look at what we've got as potentials for this upcoming week. AMBA, we entered a trade in power option plays on Thursday on AMBA with $32 as our first target. Excuse me. Beyond that, we're looking at about $30. There's definitely some potential to the downside. AMBA is fitting a consistent pattern that works extremely well for us in power option plays. One that has brought us a tremendous increase so far in our portfolio. We're up over $1 million this year in our portfolio, starting out in the beginning of the year with just over $200,000. There's over $1 million in profit in there. So all of them on the strategies that we use in power option plays like this, right? So great trade setup. Amgen, right, is sitting right at the moving average. If we do get the bounce, look for that 205 as the next target. Yet with Amazon, I mean, there's a lot of strength in some companies out there. Amazon is not one of them. Looking about 1739 as our next downside target for Amazon, considering it's at 1764. 40, what's that, 25 points? Not too bad. And then lastly is CMG, Chipotle Mexican Grill, is the last one. Now, we broke through the moving average and we closed to the downside. Now, we've done this once before. We did it right here just 2 days ago. We closed down below the fib line. We came back up to the fib line as a retest, pushed up and failed, which is exactly what I want to see. It's that typical break support, retest support, fail out support, which is now resistance, right, level. We're looking at $414 as the next downside target. All right, folks, let me know how you do with them. I hope you enjoy the candidates. We've got some great potential coming up this next week.
I hope this update was helpful, and I would love to hear your feedback in the comments below. And actually, if you want more insights like this, you could just go over to wealthbuildershq.com. I'll post a link to it below. Now, the question of the day is, what stocks are you going to be looking at for next week? Go ahead and let me know in the comments section below. So thank you for checking out this video. Subscribe and ring the bell if you haven't done so yet. And until next time, Wealth Builders HQ is bringing you the best tips and tools for building sustainable wealth in the stock market. Keep crushing it, and we'll talk soon. Take care, folks.